Rightio, welcome back to the Old Thumbs Bum channel. Both of you, thanks for coming. Now I've got myself in a bit of a kerfuffle here. I've got the old 20 plus year old Suzuki here, and we can see that the brake disc buttons and the mountain bolts are pretty corroded. Now, we were talking about a spongy brake disc the other day. The pads look all right now, I've got them off, and just hang on a second while I zip tie this out, because you don't really want to hang these bloody things by their own weight, even though I'm probably going to have to replace rather than rebuild the master cylinder, I'm going to avoid making extra work for myself and stripping out these bolts. So I've given them a bit of a wiggle with the Allen key and with the tool, but they seem to be in there pretty tight. I think we're going to have to use heat to do this job. These sockets here, they're pretty shallow. You know what I mean? It doesn't go in a long way in there. So if I'm trying to avoid stripping these out, because if I strip them out, then I'm in the shit. Then I'll really be the Old Thumbs Bum. So to give myself the best chance, I'm just going to remove the front end. Now there's a pretty funny bloke around in Low Buck Garage, and he says if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some heat into the situation here. These steel bolts going into an aluminium hub. Alright, good chance after 20 bloody years that's going to be gold. I have sprayed some WD on it, but to be honest, I have more luck with WD with nuts than bolts. If you refer to my old Crusader video, I had no luck there, and I don't want to have this problem here and have to drill this hub out, because that's going to be a bastard of a job, and I don't think I could do it properly, so I'd have to get a machinist to do it, and it goes on and on. It'd be cheaper to buy another bloody bike. Alright, so we'll put some heat into it. And with our special tool, we can measure the amount of heat we're putting in it. Alright, having taken them up to about 150. Let's see how we go. Victory. Although I wouldn't really like to put that one back in. I also find that banging shit helps them come out as well. And as we can see, got all them bolts out now, and they are all covered with Loctite, so that heating was a good idea. Now, I used to have a manager who'd say, a messy desk is a busy desk. Or was it a busy desk is a messy desk? I don't know. But this is the busy bench. Just using some steel wool on that rust. It's just surface rust, but I've got to work out a way to stop it from coming back. Got various polishes and stuff around here. I did get these nice and clean ones, but it's come back again.
the next day.
So I've refinished the disc. It was looking a bit shabby. A little bit of high temp paint. My disc caliper paint is red, but my exhaust paint is black. So I put that on there. Now on this disc it says minimum thickness 4mm. Now look at the middle of the disc here. We're 4.1, 4.2. Out on this edge, which isn't as worn, 4.2. But if we want to check to see what the disc actually was in the first place, let's see if we go to the inner surface of the disc. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see, we're on the inner surface there. So how thick was it originally? 5.12, say it was 5. And it's worn a mil and it's done 80,000 kilometres. It's probably got another 10,000 K in it. But looking at the surface, it looks, and you can feel some distortion there. It's got a bit of a ripple in the surface. But to keep that in perspective, if we look, the nuts, I put some more heat-proof paint on that, clean them up. It's just for cosmetics, and I actually heated that up with a MAP bottle gas. So I'll put that back together and see how it looks. It's only going to get, the bike's only getting stored for the winter. It's no point spending, I think it's $300, $350 for a new disc, because it's a specific disc for this and one other model. We'll get the brakes working. It's got another 10,000 K's worth of brake left in that disc, so I think we're going to be all right. Now, still got some Loctite on these evidence there, but it can't. Always being real careful when you're going into aluminium with steel.